Alrighty, set this camera up and we're going to start having a little bit of a Captain Cook at the engine. And I just tried with the world's longest breaker bar and it is not turning. No starting. So all I did was manage to tighten up the balancer bolt, so not the greatest sign. I have a suspicion this motor may be a little bit dead. Just a little bit dead. Dead. Just the two of us. I'm gonna get that without crushing a finger. I mean, there's no spark plugs in it, so there's no oil pressure sender unit or switch, so anything that's good on it has been plundered, so you can't really expect miracles. But all it's good for is a core, as the Americans would call it. I don't know what year this engine is. JG34, which might be a Fairmont. Go away, fly. JG34 TA. If anybody in the comment sections know what year that is, I should know, but I don't. Come on. Whee! Ah! I've seen worse. That's not the worst. Oh my god. What the hell is that? It's not super sludgy. Certainly had a bit of water in it. Why would you take the spark plugs out, honestly? I mean, do I take the intake manifold off? I mean, it weighs about 7 million kilos. Oh, yeah. Should I? I don't know if I should. Maybe I will. I mean, they're only 9/16 and a couple of half inches, and half of them are undone already. Whoa. Alright, I'm going to pause it here, undo some bolts, and we can watch this together. Check out that for an accelerator cable. Okay. I hate working here. Bloody ants everywhere. That's not very tight. Bloody rust hole through there behind the battery support. Good thing I have another. Sometimes it's hard to work on cars and keep it G-rated. Good lord. Get out of here. Off with the head. Shoot. Ah! Off with her head. You can see the accelerator cable's melted. That's been near something very hot. I don't know how I'm going to break all this seal on it, it's not very good. Yeah. Step. Yeah. It's not even a bloody vacuum port in that thing. It's like nobody cared for it. Will this small screwdriver work? I'm thinking the answer to be no. Boy, that's really on there. You have to find something more crowbar shaped. Be right back. Like this here crowbar I just went and got. Come on now. You've been there too long. People want to see inside you. Expose yourself for the crowd. I'm gonna lose an arm or something here. There's gonna be people screaming, go, what the hell are you doing? You're doing it wrong. Doing it wrong, right back. It's not my fault that Ford made the worst valley seals on the planet on these things. And people tend to glue them shut. Alright, we're about to try and lift off something that weighs, I don't know, as much as the Titanic. Looks pretty simple too. If the distributor wasn't there, it's much more cheese. Ah. Oh my god, it weighs a lot. Okay, down here. As one of my previous colleagues would say, boy, that has a lot of gravity. That's not good. I mean, it's good, but it's not good at the same time. You know what really disappoints me? There's not actually much sludge in this, and imagine how good it would be if somebody didn't leave it out in the weather. Frustrating. Probably a good running engine until it had water in it. Alright, let's bring you in for a closer look. Alright. Whee! Hooah! Yeah, it's not very sludgy, but it's pretty rusty. Those are some good s'mores. What in the hell is in that one? Surely I'm not losing my mind. Is there anything in that one? Or has that still got water in it? Ew. Dear. Oh. I don't know how to tell you this, but I think she might be done for. Do you reckon, and this is a question for the people out there, do you think I should try and get this running? Like, take the heads off and soak the cylinders and stuff, and we know just by looking at that that's the pistons are going to be stuck, but should we try? Like, clearly it's going to take more than 5 minutes of soaking, but yeah, no, yeah. You can tell me if there's a timing chain in there. No, you can't, because there's no light. Bugger. Can I look through there? Not really. How many valves were shut? That's shut, that's shut. So piston, there's one over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's how they go. That one will be okay because it's shut. That one will be okay because it's shut. That one will be effed because it's open. That one will be, well, let's be real. With that valve open, that cylinder you just know is going to be toasted. That one's shut, and that one's shut. Oh, that's not very springy. So only one valve is open on this side. So we may only have one dead cylinder. Yeah. Well, what do we reckon, chaps? Keep digging, or do I just not waste my time? I don't know. You know when you just look at something and just like, I don't know what to think. I'm just annoyed that it looks pretty clean and now it's toasted because some brain dead moron decided that leaving it in the open was a good idea. TA. What year is that? Might be an XC motor. Although, being XC, it's got a points distributor in it. It's an Autolite distributor in it. It seems odd. It also seems very rusty, but it seems odd that that's in there. Maybe it was an XB. An XB. Well, it's not the original intake manifold, that's for damn sure, because it's an XC one. So what I'm going to take a stab in the dark is this being a 302 via these here casting marks. For the uninitiated. Now, it's not on all Clevos, I'll give you that, but on a good portion of the Australian ones, a 302 cylinder head has these little divots in it, casting right here, here, and here, 3 of them. And a 351 open chamber head has 2 larger ones. So, take note, those 3, we'll zoom out a bit, there's 3 little divots there. That is 100% a closed chamber cylinder head from a 302. I don't even need to look into it to know, but if we go over here, now I don't know if this is, I know this is a 351 because it's the engine out of the Landau. If my calculations, I don't know if this is good. Landau's got GT motors and stuff, and sometimes they got American cylinder heads which are cast differently. But no, this will be a perfect example. So, as you know, this cylinder head is the same as the other one, just flipped around. So you see 2 larger divots. 1, 2. That's an open chamber head from a 351. So, a quick, and I mean real quick, glance at the motor to know if it's a 351 or a 302. That's one of the fastest ways. It's not always a telltale, but it's a very good way to pick if it's got closed chamber or open chamber heads. So, and just a reminder once again, 3 level divots. So, yeah, and it's on the back of the cylinder head, so it'll be on that side and here. But there you go. This is a bit of a surprise video. I didn't actually intend on looking into it too hard today, but it just spur of the moment. Also, that is a 351. Yeah, there's a bit of a funny area about that. But generally, that manifold with the straight downs was a 351 manifold. A 302 manifold tended to have a open gap between the front, the secondaries and primaries, and they were tapered. So generally, because Ford did some weird shit, but generally that's a 351 manifold. So what I'm going to do now is cover this up, because I don't want it to get any more effed, and then I'm going to throw this video together and put it up, so as a little surprise. Anyway, chaps, Landau's progressing. I'll have another video on that shortly. Life is progressing. I've got to get a few other things done, but onward and upward, and I'll see you on the next one.